Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to the United Stand. Some big breaking news directly from the former captain of Manchester United, Harry Maguire. He will no longer be the captain of Manchester United. This is his tweet. After discussions with the manager today, he has informed me he's changing captain. He outlined his reasons to me, and whilst I'm personally extremely disappointed, I will continue to give my all every time I wear the shirt. I wanted to say a massive thank you to the Manchester United fans for all their brilliant support whilst I've been wearing the armband. Since the day I took the role 3.5 years ago, it's been a huge privilege to lead Manchester United and one of the proudest moments of my career to date. It's one of the greatest honours in club football. I've done everything I possibly could to help United be successful on and off the field. I will always be grateful to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for first giving me the responsibility, and I wish whoever now takes it on every success, and they will have my full support. Look, I've got to be honest, that makes me feel like Harry Maguire has finally clicked into the PR and positivity and taking responsibility that has led to the criticism he's had over the last year or so. The PR of I've got nothing to prove, I think he's made some big mistakes with the people around him advising him. We've said this a lot on this channel. I think what he's done there, and let's be honest, he should never relinquish that captaincy. It's been taken off him, but his reaction to it shows maturity and responsibility. We heard about this a couple of weeks ago that this was going to happen. I applaud Erik ten Hag. It's ruthless. We saw David De Gea go. That was ruthless. We've seen Harry Maguire with the captaincy be taken off him. That's ruthless. There's talk of West Ham being interested in him. There's talk of a move away. I said this morning that Southgate needs to drop him from England because he doesn't play for Man United. And Ten Hag needs to take the captaincy off him because he doesn't play for Man United. Ten Hag could have easily kept him as the club captain. You know, Aspilicueta, Gary Neville, they've done it in the past. You don't play much and you keep the captaincy. From Erik ten Hag to do that is massively ruthless. And we've seen it with David De Gea, and now we've seen it with Harry Maguire. I actually respect Harry Maguire for the way that he's reacted to it. It's only, look, he's frustrated me. I'm sure he's frustrated you, but it's football. It's not personal. Don't know the guy personally. No, if anybody does, maybe he's a really nice guy. But as a Man United centre-back and captain, he's not there. And it was a bit of a joke last season that he was coming on for 2 minutes, claiming a win, and, you know, with the captain's armband, it just, you could continue to do it, but I think Ten Hag, again, has shown why I think so many fans are behind him, because he didn't need to do that, but he did need to do it. He could have left it, but he's gone and done it. And what does that mean for the likes of Harry Maguire now? Because if Maguire's going to stay and potentially fight for his place, why do you need to change the captain? But that's a big message from Ten Hag. You know, they've had that meeting now. We spoke about this yesterday. They've had that meeting. What was said in that meeting? And I suspect in that meeting, it was, you're my fourth or fifth choice centre-back, Harry. I'm taking the captaincy off you. And really, if an offer comes in, I think it might be in your best interest to go. At 30 years of age with the Euros coming up, you need to play first team football, and I can't give you that. That's why I'm taking the captaincy away from you. So I think it'll be interesting to see what happens now. I don't think Erik ten Hag can do any more than say, you're not my captain, you're not in my starting team, do you want to go? Now, apparently, I mean, we don't know. This will be a fast moving story. I'm about to go on TalkSport now. You can call in, it's on YouTube, and have your say on it, because I think it'll be very interesting to see where it goes from here. I think the next captain, by the way, get your comments in, will be Bruno. You know what, it could be Casemiro, it could be Varane. I mean, I think Bruno deserves it. The win ratio last year with Bruno in the team, and we were very defensive, and Bruno's an attacking player. Surely Bruno deserves to keep it. I'd be very, 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 very surprised if he doesn't get it. Having said that, Casemiro is settled now. Martinez is settled now. Luke Shaw's a good shout. Marcus Rashford is an outsider. Varane's very experienced. That team has got a lot of leaders in it. But I think Bruno gets it. My vice captain would be Casemiro. I think he's one of the best players in the world, especially in his position. Definitely. But you know what? I like these things in life because I think it cuts through all the nonsense of, this is not a hate campaign. This is not a vendetta. I think that, you know, Maguire, over the last couple of years, since Solskjaer left, his career has dropped. I liked the way he acknowledged Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because Solskjaer actually gave him the captaincy too early. We signed Maguire in the summer. He was Man United captain by Christmas. It was way too early. I sympathise with Maguire. I've not said this for a long time, but I think he was given too much too soon. He never established himself as a Man United player, and he was given the captaincy. Arguably, there was nobody else who could take it. But imagine that. You signed for Man United. You've not even got your feet under the table. You don't even know what Man United's about. You're not even considered a Man United player by the fans yet because you haven't proven that. And then you get the captaincy. The captain of the club has to be better than everybody else every week, consistent, to earn respect. Imagine Maguire last year coming onto the pitch as fourth choice centre-back with Varane or Martinez or Casemiro and trying to tell him what to do. It's a thankless task. And it must have been very, very difficult. And obviously, I think that, yeah, look, he's tried to be the captain over the last 2 years, and it's not gone the way I think anybody would have wanted it to go. And I think there's been a lot of PR to try and help Maguire, and a lot of that will have come from the club, in fairness, the way Man United works. This situation now, I don't know what the future is for Harry Maguire. I think he needs to leave and play first team football, because I think the one thing that's going to go next is his England spot, which he really, really likes. And the only way he keeps that is by playing week in, week out and fighting off the talent that's going to try and take his spot. He can't do that from the bench of Manchester United. But I tell you what, focusing on your own game and not having to worry about leadership and organisation can be quite liberating as well. I always felt that he got given the captaincy too soon, and if he just focused on his own game, I still do not think he's anywhere near Martinez and Varane, and you could argue that Lindelof's better, and many people think he is. But not having to think about the captaincy, not being the captain, could be quite liberating. And I actually think the logical next move for him is to go and play for another club. But if he stays at Manchester United and he's not going to have this, comes on for 10 minutes, where's Bruno for the captain's armband, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I still think the logical next step is to go. And I think that with Erik ten Hag taking the captaincy off him, that's Ten Hag basically telling him he wants him to go. But that's going to be down to Maguire with a 2 or 3 year contract on 200 grand a week. Does he want to go, or does he want to stay? There's offers out there. Anyway, we'll be back live at 8 o'clock. Lots to get into, of course. Get your comments in below. Have your say. I'm going to be on TalkSport in literally probably when you're watching this, 5 o'clock till 7 o'clock, taking your calls. You can call in and have your say on it. Thanks everyone for watching. Respect to Maguire for this. I really do respect him for it. I think it's some of the best PR he's done in a long time. Taking responsibility, ownership. That's what a Man United player is. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. Speak to you in a bit.